Morning guys, welcome back to Minute on the Mountain. Rhonda and I are at Kanarraville Falls. We want to do this hike for quite a while. We've been down in this area once or twice before, but now you need a permit to do it. And it seems like when we've come down, either the weather wasn't great or they didn't have any permits left. So it's about 9:30 in the morning, I think. 10 maybe, it's a little later. 10. So there's a couple waterfalls on this hike. We're going to be walking in the water for a lot of it. So we stopped and got Rhonda some wading socks. And I'm wearing my shock socks that Rhonda got me for sand volleyball when the sand's too hot. So we'll see how they do. I don't know yet. First part of the hike's all straight uphill.
You hear water now. Even hot.
All right, we're about half a mile from the kiosk where you get your permits and stuff. We've just been on an old service road this whole time. Drop down into the canyon. We're getting ready to cross the creek now. Here's the first little creek crossing. Well, the service road's dropping down to the creek, but now the hiking trail is going to veer to the left here and stay up above it. So there's Kanarra Creek just below us. Real pretty little canyon. Have not seen any wildlife to speak of. A few birds, a couple of swallowtail butterflies. That's been about it so far. But there's a ton of people on the trail, so I would be shocked to see much of anything right along this canyon. That's not the fall we're hiking to, but first little set of falls along the creek. Nice little pool at the bottom with a fish in it. I just saw a fish swimming in that pool. 2 fish. There's 2 trout at the end of that pool. 3, 4.
Oh, yep.
They look like good sized fish too.
Is that the service road coming back out?
All right, we've got our second creek crossing. Is it bad that for viewers I was hoping you'd fall?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding, YouTube world. I wasn't hoping she would fall. Really pretty spires of red rock here. We are just over a mile in. They've got a sign back there that says 1 mile marker, which means we're a little more than halfway, because I think it's 1.9 miles to the second fall. And now we're dropping down onto the creek. Looks like we might be walking in the water for the rest of the way now. Oh, no, we're not. We will walk through the water, but then we can cross back up onto dry land. And I see a squirrel, so that's our first mammal of the day. I about fell there, guys. That's what I get for joking about Rhonda falling. Got two cutthroats swimming right here, guys.
Two fish.
We're pretty high up. Let's see if he'll stay so you can see him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there he goes. All right, walking down in the creek. I don't know if we'll come out of it or stay in it. Looks like we're coming out of it again just for a second. Rhonda said that one gave her her first feeling of water in her feet. See if there's any fish in this little hole. I don't see any. That doesn't mean they're not there, though. I hear the falls up here. I would guess we're 1.3 at least, 1.4 miles in now. We've been in and out of the creek a lot. And now we're getting into this beautiful part of the slot. Look at that. So cool. So cool. Look at that. Oh, man. Here we go. The colors in here are just incredible, guys. Here comes the first ladder. There used to be a wooden ladder here, but it was washed out in a flash flood in 2021. So here we go. We just made it over the boulder. They talk about, when you're reading the trail guide about the hike, they do mention one boulder you have to climb, and we just got over that. A pretty deep pool right there. It's awfully pretty back up in here. Is it? right, they got a sign right there that says trail ends, private property ahead. I don't know how far up it ends. That's deep right there.
Yeah, it is.
So unless we want to try to figure out how to...
We can ask these guys that come in through how far up it.
Made it through the deepest part. About to my knees. This part here is a little drop off too. We're only about 30 yards from the end. We just talked to a couple who just came out. And they said the dead end's right up here. It's got a private property boundary. You can't go up, so there's one more little fall. I'm assuming this is it. It is a pretty color. Well guys, we're on pretty much the final leg out of here. We're back to the service road. It was awesome. I would definitely recommend it if you're ever down here. You do have to get a permit for it. Are they $15 then? $15 a piece, and they cap it. Sorry?
And a $2 fee.
Oh, and a $2 fee for what?
I don't know, like when it...
Convenience fee or something. So anyway, so it ends up being $17 per person. And they limit it to 200 people a day. I don't think we've seen 200 people, but I bet we've seen 150. How many spots were left when you got our tickets?
There was still 90, I think, or 79.
Okay. So they had sold about 120 tickets when we bought ours of the 200. And we noticed on the calendar a lot of the weekends they were already sold out. So it's definitely something, if you're going to do it, plan in advance, get your permit in advance, because it'd be the pits to get all the way out here and then not be able to do it. But just awesome. You're going to get wet, and they tell you, like when you're reading on the tips and stuff for hiking it, some people recommended neoprene socks, so we actually bought Rhonda a pair of wading socks today, and that was a good move. And then I had my sand socks in the trunk for when the sand's real hot playing volleyball, and I used those. And there was one point where my feet were a little cold, but never was it brutal, so they helped a ton and just made it enjoyable. Now, we did see a lot of people hiking in sandals barefoot. Now, a couple of them, their feet were strawberry red, so I imagine they weren't loving it. But anyway, that's Kanarraville Falls Slot Canyon. Awesome to be out here, awesome to be able to do it with Rhonda. And we'll do the Minute on the Mountain coming up here in a minute. Guys, thanks so much for coming along to Kanarraville Falls with us. That was definitely worth the wait. Loved that hike, one of my favorite slot canyons we've done. And it made it even more fun to be able to do it with Rhonda. So thanks for coming along. Let's wrap this up with the channel shout out in the Minute on the Mountain. The channel I want to shout out on this video is BMCBryce. He's another guy from Utah. Just watched another one of his shed hunting videos. Great videos. I mean, he has some really good content. A lot of great hunting videos. His shed hunting videos are fun. Like on this video, they made birria tacos on the mountain that looked restaurant quality. They caught some cutties. They found some sheds. I mean, it's just a great video. So I'll put a link in the description. Check him out when you have some time. The Minute on the Mountain comes from 1 Timothy 5:8. Says, but those who won't care for their relatives, especially those in their own household, have denied the true faith, Such people are worse than unbelievers. Paul is writing to Timothy, and he's talking about meeting material needs, meeting physical needs. He's given qualifications to put widows on the widow list so that their needs will be met by the church. And in the midst of that, he gives this really scathing statement that if you don't provide for the needs of your own household, you're worse than an unbeliever. We just had a men's conference in the valley where I live, about 7 or 8 different churches represented. It was a phenomenal time. And I spoke on provision. And my kind of key point was that material provision is a part of our calling as men to be providers, but it's not the extent of it. It goes much deeper than that. So we don't just provide materially, we should provide encouragement and affirmation to our kids and our wives. We should provide an environment in our homes where gospel conversations are normal and where the gospel is lived out. We should provide an environment where asking for forgiveness and extending forgiveness are common. So that's the Minute on the Mountain, 1 Timothy 5:8. Thanks for all the support, you guys. I've got some fun stuff coming up. I've got a hike down to Spooky and Peekaboo Slot Canyons, Lower Calf Creek Falls, some shed hunting footage I haven't posted yet, so we'll get those coming out shortly. Thanks for all the support. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button. Our next giveaway will be at 1,600 subscribers. Thanks for all the support, guys. God bless you. We'll see you the next time right on the mountain.